In Singapore, it's gone from 80 cases on the 18th of February to more than 450 as of yesterday. Two people here have died.
Natas
And the
Travel
global problem
2020
has hit
had been
Singapore
planned
hard.
Really looking
Just
forward
today,
to it,
Singapore
especially
Airlines
predicted
crashed
owners. They have already
96%
ordered it.
Chill the F out.
So this video is about how's the situation of Singapore during this COVID-19 outbreak. And the situation in Singapore is pretty okay. And the point of this video is to share my observation on this whole COVID-19 situation in Singapore as a Singaporean. First of all, I'm not really affected by this thing because first, I am self-employed, and secondly, I just started my own venture. So there isn't a lot of financial difficulties that I'm going through, except getting consistent income for any new ventures that is trying out there. So I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, and at the same time, I'm also creating online courses to teach programming. So I am at this stage, I don't know. And at the same time, this was the stage when the first few cases of COVID-19 started in Singapore. The situation has gone a lot bigger. To some, it may be a lot worse than you might see. For some, it might be something okay, there's nothing to worry about. Even though we had some casualties, I want to talk about this thing called the healthcare capacity.
Slow the spread of the virus so we don't overwhelm the healthcare system.
Not only the hospitals and the medical team around the country or around the world treats COVID-19, but they also have to treat accidents, life-saving surgeries, and many more diseases. And if you were to look at the graph closely, the cases that is being received and the cases that's being discharged, the gap in between is slightly getting bigger. And this is a bit of a concern for me, an observation that I have seen. Even though the medical or task force for this COVID-19 does not show how much the capacity we are right now, for whatever reason, it is something that you should know. Due to the rising cases in any country, more and more people are being affected, and also at the same time, more and more people are being deployed in this battle. And to stress again, I'm just a layman term with my observations about anything that I'm trying to discuss. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a genie in the lamp. I'm not a predictor. I'm not a fortune teller. With all of that, Singapore has made tremendous effort in managing the cases to not overwhelm the healthcare capacity. Even though there are a few outliers who overreacted by buying a lot of stuff, the most of us made a very good decision to be responsible and also to calm down. Honestly, I saw a lot less people in crowded places. Even though the difference is not that great, the effects around you can kind of feel it. Even though you look around, you see people minding their own business and it looks like maybe Singapore on a holiday, it has affected a lot of people. People who used to work in offices now are remote working. And the one that got hit the most is the industry of tourism, the airport, and the food and business, because they rely heavily on travelers who's coming into Singapore. And due to the strict restrictions, this has made a huge impact on these industries. However, I'm really grateful for the government trying to help the economy in our 2020 budget, and at the same time there will be another wave of financial help, not only to Singapore companies but to the whole of Singapore. All in all, I'm very grateful that I'm born here. Honestly, I predicted an economy downturn, however not this drastic. And with a lot of turmoil and uncertainty, I honestly think that this is the best time to start your own online business or your own online side hustle. And for those who are working or not intend to do anything other than their job, I think this is the best time to self-reflect, because you're at home, you have the liberty and freedom. You can self-reflect on what you actually want to do with your life, with your one crazy life. And for those who are venturing your own business like myself, who's starting your own, who's in the business, I hope you all well. And if you're able to survive your business without firing anyone, I think that you can go through anything. So this is not my typical Flutter web tutorial or coding programming stuff. But due to the nature of the outbreak, I just want to talk about it. And one thing that I want to add is that nobody can predict anything. No one can predict how long it will take for this outbreak to calm down and even have a vaccine for it. It is like predicting your own death. You never know. That's why I appreciate your current life. Anything can happen. Alright, that's about me. Stay safe, be socially responsible, and have a nice day. Bye bye.